Ladies and gentlemen, Shelley Winter Show live, local, topical, and relevant. So Tuesday, is primary election day. So we went through. We had a nice evening on the air, 5 hours. Last night, we talked a little bit. We had some interviews with runoff candidates in the lieutenant governor's race, and also we had Burt Jones on tonight at 7:36. We're going to have Rick Jackson on, and so that's coming up next. So don't go anywhere. You want to hear this interview. But I do want to break down the data because more and more data is coming out. 72% of Hispanic voters in Georgia chose a Democrat ballot. Let me say that again. 72% of Hispanic voters in Georgia chose a Democrat ballot. In 2022, 47% did. That's 35% change. Let me say that again. That's a 35% change to the Democrats for Hispanics. Asians went from 44% to 63%. Asian Americans in Georgia pulled 63% of Asian voters in Georgia pulled the Democrat ballot. Let me say that for those in the back that you can't hear. Maybe you missed it, or maybe you stepped away for a second. 44% of Asian voters pulled a Democrat ballot in 2022. 63% pulled it this year. 72% of Hispanics chose a Democrat ballot this year. That's up from 47, not 67, not 57, 47. 25% of white voters got a Dem ballot. You know what percentage of white voters got a Democrat ballot in 2022? Guess what? Guess what the number is? I bet you don't know. 14%. Went up to 25%. I have been saying from this very seat since last year. I've been saying it. But, call me names. I don't know what I'm talking about. You listen to the other people. I've been saying it. We're going to lose the coalition. We're going to lose Hispanics. We're going to lose suburban women, particularly suburban white women. We're going to lose Asian Americans. We're going to lose black men. I've been saying it. Oh, but Charlie, you don't know what you're talking about. You should listen to this guy. Did you hear what he said? And now we got data. Because you guys like data. You like the numbers. You like proof. You don't just like an opinion. I don't care about your opinion, Shelley Winter. 72% of Hispanic voters chose a Democrat ballot. 7-2. Here in Georgia. Oof. Oh, but you know what? Keisha doesn't stand a chance. Yeah. She can't run city of Atlanta. How could she run the state? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I do know this. If your share of the Hispanic vote goes from 47 to 72, she could do it with that. She could win with that. She can win with, Asian American voters going from 44 to 63. And please. Oh, she could definitely win with white suburban women going from 14 to 25%. Not that those all white suburban women, but it's a lot of them. I saw a post with DeKalb County. Brad Raffensperger won DeKalb County. Brad Raffensperger. That means DeKalb Republicans went with Brad Raffensperger. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm just telling you, this is the data. This is what we're looking at. Well, Shelley, it's just a primary. Okay. Primaries are not polls. Polls are 1,000 people. It's over 1 million. We'll come out in November. Well, okay. So you're trusting that Republicans will come out in November who didn't come out in the primary? And you're trusting that because the Democrat is going to be on the ballot and her name is Keisha? That's what you're trying. at the top of the ballot is an incumbent senator, U.S. senator. They will come out for that, but you didn't come out in the primary. You'll come out in November. You're going to trust that? We've got a problem in Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, and no one wants to address it except me, Shelley Winter. And I've been trying to address it since late summer, early fall. Tried to address it with the big, beautiful bill. It's getting ready to go up to wherever the Georgia GOP convention was, and they called me up. We don't need you anymore. Stay home. Do you need me now? You gonna listen to me now? How you gonna get Juancito and Abuela's back? You gonna start talking differently? You're gonna still tell them they gotta go. Oof, boy. No surprise, though, that you lose Hispanics, Asians, and suburban women and suburban voters who traditionally vote Republican or at least conservative are swinging to the Democrats, especially when you call people rhinos, losers, Dumbo crats, and all kinds of heinous, disgusting words. And especially, you're never going to keep a coalition of people on your team when you literally tell them they got to go, no matter how long they've been here. Shelley Winter Show. When we come back, we'll be on the phone with gubernatorial candidate Rick Jackson. Shelley Winter Show.